I need a 2-shot on either camera, whichever one you can get it straight forward on. They're both, neither of them are really centered right now.
That's neat. I like that.
So yeah, if you want to get from camera 1, that's fine. Camera 1 can right and tilt down. That'll be good there.
Tonight, your first alert at 11.
One of the world's great golf destinations is turning 25, and you're invited to the party.
1 minute till show.
Renewed. Alabama's Robert Trent
Excuse me.
Jones Golf
Camera 2 can be a single, David, please.
Silver anniversary.
Once again, we'll have an open and alpha straight out to Soundbite MP1.
All of the original trail sites have been renovated, so come join us and save some silver of your own. Plan a visit by calling 1-800-949-4444 or visit rtjgolf.com.
Save now. Turn up the wow at Ashley Home Store. Save up to 20% on new styles.
30 seconds till show.
For a limited time. It's your chance to get 4 years, no interest. Save big on this new sofa. Just $3.98.
I'll open straight out to Soundbite MP1. Open an alpha out to Soundbite MP1. Okay. Oh, do you have that video? Can you cue that up in P4? Thank you.
At the #1 Tempur-Pedic retailer in North America. Ashley Home Store. This is home. Shop now at ashleyhomestore.com.
The News is sponsored by Parker's.
Stand by.
At Parker's, we have rewards for the Business Elite card holders. As your business grows,
5 seconds.
so do your discounts at Parker's.
Are we open? Coming up with Soundbite MP1.
Local. Now.
Stand by Soundbite MP1.
WTOC First Alert Weather Day.
Track 1.
I just knew I was going to go up in the air. I was right there. The debris was flying right at me.
Coming out,
I didn't have
one
a
out of
braking
this.
point to jump out the car. I didn't know what to do, so I just sit there and I turned my car to the side.
Stand by, come on.
After that, about 1 minute later, it was gone.
Mike the anchors. Yep.
Tonight, we continue to cover severe storms
Coming out
across
the
the
boxes out
coastal
of this?
empire and low country.
With
Behind
live
us, in
views
fact,
1,
you can
2,
see
and 4.
the destruction that took place about 4 o'clock in Garden City.
Well, the roof of the
Stand by
advanced
boxes
auto
on
parts
camera
completely ripped
1.
off. The store demolished. We have team
Box
coverage
up.
with Tasia
Coming out
Reed,
to
Sean
Tasia and Levy
Evans,
1 next.
and Elizabeth Rawlins
Stand
this
by Tasia
evening.
and Levy
Starting
1.
with Tasia, you got to Garden City just as soon as you heard those reports of damage. What is the latest you can tell us tonight?
Mike Tasia and Levy 1. Tasia is full.
But right now, I just want to let you know that Highway 80, a portion of Highway 80, still closed between Burnside Boulevard as well as to the farmers market. They still have to restore some power, and I'm told police will be out here all night to protect businesses, especially like this one here, the Advanced Auto Parts, where
we'll keep it live for a second.
You can see everything was, or not everything, but most things were damaged. Now, in total, 5 minor injuries reported and a total of 14 structures across the county destroyed. SEMA says the National Weather Service will be here in the morning to assess the damage to see if an actual tornado did touch down. And there's a lot of debris still out on the roads. Take a listen to what one man had to say who was on his way from home when the rain came. He said he actually had to lay on the ground as the storm passed over.
Track 3.
Went smack
Coming out
over
to
my
Tasia and Levy
house,
1 next.
and all I could do was lay down between my house and my neighbor's house, and I deliberately saw it just sound like a roaring lion, like a freight train. I mean, it was just devastating. First thing I thought, just lay down. I laid between my house and my sister's house, and I tell you, it
Tasia
just,
and Levy 1.
you know, I thank God to be alive.
Mike Tasia, she's full.
One thing to note,
Coming straight out the boxes on camera 1 and Levy 4.
Well, SEMA says they did not go off, and that's because at the time when this happened, we were not under any warnings or watches.
Stand by boxes on camera 1 and Levy 4.
Tasia Reed, WTOC News.
Mike, come on, box
Turning now to Sean Evans. Many people living and working along Highway 80 simply caught off guard.
Stand by Sean and
Tasia
Levy 4.
just said, no warnings, no watches in effect at the time. The damage and debris left behind by that powerful storm is incredible.
That's right. Sean Evans is joining us live now at the east end of the stretch of Highway 80, still closed near a hard-hit truck stop.
Rory Stinger, Mike Sean. Levy 4 is full. Levy MP1.
Yeah, guys, the 80 truck stop was one of more than a dozen businesses damaged here along this stretch. The back side of the roof caved in. You can see here over my shoulder some trucks here in the parking lot. Damaged as well as they sat here.
Stand by VMP1.
Now also in the parking lot,
double
this
slots in
SUV
P2.
you're seeing video of right now, passengers had gone inside that truck stop when the wind tossed a shed into the side of their vehicle. Bystanders and emergency officials alike assess the damage following the storm. Some not able to take their eyes off the devastated storefronts and piles of debris all around them.
Stand by stop. Track 2.
I've never seen it like this before.
This is double sots.
It's unbelievable. I'm speechless.
Oh, you got one more side up in this. It's actually triple
I've
sot.
never seen anything like this before.
Coming back to
I
Sean
was driving right over here, that red
sot.
brick building right there. And when I got up to the building, all of a sudden, you heard the boom, and you saw like the lightning. There was blue sparks, like it hit something. And then all of a sudden, it was on us. There was nothing else to think about.
Mike Sean. Sean's full. Singing out the iPad out of this.
There says he's going to be working very closely with Garden City's mayor and council as they assess the damage, figure out where the needs are. As soon as the damage is assessed, he's going to be contacting the governor's office to see what help they can get from the state level.
Stand by.
Reporting live in Garden City, Sean Evans, WTOC
Mike Anchors, Larry Singer.
Sean, thank you for that. Taking a live look now at the Georgia Power outage map.
We'll have the boxes out of this with camera 1, the iPad, and Elizabeth and Levy 2.
On the scene, assessing those down power lines and working to restore electricity just as quickly as possible.
Box are up, singing out to Levy 2.
Joining us live. Elizabeth, what are you hearing from Georgia Power tonight?
Larry Singer, Mike Elizabeth. Elizabeth is full.
Well, guys, officials are telling me that it could be several hours before the power is restored. They've been working tirelessly for several hours now. You can see the scene behind me. They're just actually lined up. I don't know if you can see that stretch. Multiple different power poles, many of which were split in half this afternoon when that storm moved through. These guys are from Pike Electric. They're contracted by Georgia Power. They're out here to replace several of those power lines and power poles around here. Now, police tell me that they'll have patrols out here all night because they've already had issues with looters targeting damaged businesses, and that's even more of a concern while the power is out. Some businesses are hoping to reopen tomorrow. I spoke to an employee who says he saw flying debris heading towards them, and that's when they ran for shelter inside.
Track 1.
The only thing I could
John shot is good at the wall.
Come
back to Elizabeth and Levy 2 out of this.
Customers that were outside and all the employees inside, you can see a bunch of debris flying everywhere, and thankfully, we were lucky, you know, they didn't directly hit us. As soon as it got to the parking lot, it turned out that way.
Mike Elizabeth, she's full. Coming out to VLMP2 with the anchors reading.
Out here helping with the efforts. Of course, we have a long way to go. Again, the power could be several hours before it is restored, so be patient if you're one of those folks that doesn't have power. Of course, we'll continue to follow the story for several days because there will be more recovery down the road. More live in Garden City. Elizabeth Rawlins, WTOC News.
Mike Anchors, VO's up.
I want to show you a look now at
the map
iPad
out of this with the anchor still reading. It'll be Dawn's read.
This is important for commuters now and in the morning. From this storm damage, Highway 80 at Burnside Avenue and Chatham Parkway, Alfred Street at Highway 80, and 3rd Street at Highway 80. Travelers are asked to avoid all these areas right now, especially across Highway 80. Once we have an update from city leaders, we'll pass it along to you, so stay connected to WTOC.com in the morning before you head in your morning commute.
Right here on WTOC.com, you can stay
Jamie's
up to date on the damage
reports.
Out of this. There's also a slideshow with photos sent in by all of you.
Stand by, camera 1.
You can keep sending those pictures by using pics at WTOC.com. And please be careful when you go out there trying to take pictures of damage.
Yeah, we want to turn now from the storm damage reports to what caused all this damage.
Let's check in now with our chief meteorologist, John Wetherbee.
And you can keep up to date with an interactive radar on WTOC.com. Our first alert weather day. Things are really quieting down, though a new line is just developed here from Statesboro up to Scriven.
821 through 25 after this.
Particular line, but we're seeing some locally heavy rainfall. Here's noon today.
So David will be reading this next video on P1.
Progress toward the Savannah area. Tornado warnings in several of our inland counties. Here's where the storm passed Savannah just before 6 o'clock. That's when we got the possible tornado across Garden City, and here we are now with things continuing to drift out of the way. It was 5:55. Emergency management reporting the fact that we had a tornado in Garden City. That will need to be confirmed by the National Weather Service. Look at the other wind damage, hail damage in Jessup. A lot of different possibilities, and they all played out for this first alert weather day, including some locally heavy rainfall here tonight. 1.7 inches in Effingham County, 2.3, 2.2 inches farther inland. Some Other folks saw no rain at all, including most of our island communities. 86/100ths of an inch was our official rainfall for today with our 74 degrees. Cooling just a bit where there's still some rain falling, but this is not going to cool that much very quickly as we go through the night. In fact, we'll start the morning from the 50s into the 60s. We'll get a little shot of some cooler air. The winds are going to pick up. That's what's going to make the difference. You'll see that in our first alert forecast right into the weekend. Coming up on WTOC.
And take a look at this picture. This is John Wilson. He was parked at the Garden City terminal when that storm came rushing through. He says the wind blew his truck over. John was taken to Memorial Hospital, discharged just a couple hours later. We caught up with him when he went back to his truck straight from the hospital to assess the damage.
Track 2.
Just quickly grab the passenger
tag
seat
come out the dawn on camera 1.
Head down inside into it, and just took the impact. And all the windows came busting in, and start shaking. And I just closed my eyes and just prayed, the Lord, hey, watch over me. And it just lifted my truck up, and I don't know what all happened. I just felt like it just totally just snatched it up.
Mike Anchors.
Wow.
Coming out to Dawn on camera
Wilson,
1.
We are just glad
Stand by Dawn on camera 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dawn's full.
Well, we're
singing out to
following some more
VMP3.
breaking news tonight. Savannah-Chatham County Schools announcing it has selected a new superintendent. They've chosen Dr. Ann Levette.
Thank you. Sticking out to Live U2 with the anchors reading out of this. Jamie's mic is good.
Yep. And Chief Academic
Sticking out to Live U2 with the anchors reading for Tease music out of this.
Since Dr. Thomas Lockley announced his retirement. 97 completed and submitted those applications. That was followed by interviews. Just today, the 4 remaining candidates return for a second round of interviews. The board saying it has identified the individual whom they feel demonstrates the strongest qualifications for leading the school district forward.
Corey Singer, Tease music.
Heading back out live now to Garden City for you. All of this damage is going to take a long time to clean up. Our Tesia Reed joins us live after the break. She'll be joined by Chatham County's Public Information Officer to explain a bit more about that.
And switching over to a live picture of our radar now, Chief Meteorologist John Wetherbee will walk us through the damage and detail what's ahead in the forecast.
So much. Play the break.
The news closed
Good block, everyone.
Injured in a car wreck.
Jamie will be at the top.
That has horsepower. I'm attorney Jamie Casino, and I'm that lawyer. Injured in a car wreck called Jamie Casino. Call me right now.
We at the Heritage Classic Foundation just don't honor the heroes on the green. We honor our hometown heroes with WTOC.
See who the next hometown hero
is. B1 through 4
WTOC
after weather.
salutes someone who makes an extraordinary difference in their community.
And we are starting off with.
You know someone who deserves recognition? Nominate them at WTOC.com/hometown hero. They could
so camera 1 can get a 2-shot again, please.
Watch Wednesdays on the News at 5 on WTOC.
Thank you.
Sponsored by the Heritage Classic Foundation.
All right, game plans. Jamie is good to go. We'll replace the top of this block, and then we will get John.
At Babcock, no credit refused isn't just an offer; it's a way of business.
John will be walking back to the desk
for
the
over
chat.
100 years. No banks, no ridiculous credit requirements. Just local Babcock store owners who treat you right and give you credit when others won't. It's never been easier to express your style and love
So it'll be
your
a
home.
quick turnaround between Tesia and Jamie. Well, not that quick, but we'll be able to get a mic check in the same live view.
Thousands of dollars over the years.
And we need your help to continue his amazing legacy. Go to teamdonlagana.com.
Join the team, make a donation.
If you take a picture of your donation amount and post it to Twitter or Instagram with the hashtag TeamDon, it will
So who's reading the B8, David?
Join WTOC at Daffin Park, Saturday, May 6th at 10 a.m. for Walk MS in honor of
Okay, we got 90 seconds left in break. B9 through 12 are floated for now.
Check this out. Prices are even lower at Kroger. Yep, we've lowered prices on thousands of items.
Correct,
Again,
I got you now.
so saving is way
Thank you.
easier. With low prices you'll love on fresh produce. Low prices on our awesome brands. Low prices in every aisle. You're going to love how easy it is to save with low prices every day at Kroger.
Heritage Farm split chicken breasts are 77 cents a pound.
1 minute left in break.
3-pound bags of mandarins are $2.99.
Coming straight up. You're going to come out to the anchors first or straight out the boxes?
I'm normally early for almost everything. But when this little guy decided to join the family early too,
We'll sting straight on to break to boxes on camera 1 and live
Luckily,
U1.
Kelly came to the Telfair birthplace, and although
She's
Russell
putting one
was
in, I
born
think.
at 35 weeks, we had a team in place ready to take care of mom and baby. He left
works
healthy
for
and
me.
strong 10 days later. See you next Thursday at 3.
I'll be here at 2:30.
And that's
we'll live sting out to boxes, and we'll live sting out to Live U1. 30 seconds left in break. Sting out to boxes on camera 1 and Live U1.
23 fire deaths. Through April 20th of this year, the state's reporting that we're at 45 fire deaths.
A sadder truth is as we live and breathe right now, we are on track to be #1 again.
Unfortunately, every death I go to that's fire-related, I know that did not have to happen.
10 seconds. Sting out the boxes on camera 1 and Live U1.
So many homes are burning, and what can be done to
5 seconds.
Low country on fire.
You can kill break sound.
It's 6.
Stand by. Ray Stinger. Mike the Anchors and Jamie.
Continuing coverage now are Jamie Ertle, also out in Garden City this evening, and she joins us now.
Jamie, you were out in that storm all day in the storm chaser, checking everything out. Tell us what you saw then and what you're seeing now.
Ray Stinger, Mike Jamie. She is full. You can change your boxes when you can.
So basically, our route, we were in Effingham County right around 5:15 during the news at 5. And so we decided to come eastbound on US Highway 80. We kind of backtracked, kind of getting ahead of the storm. What we did, we took Highway 80 to Dean Forest, 21 to the Houlihan, and literally as we were crossing into Jasper County, Joel and I, the driver of the storm chaser, saw the rotation kind of get back, sucked back into the atmosphere.
I don't know if you have a lower at all.
White rotation in the clouds, and we didn't know it at the time, but just south of where we were, because we took Dean Forest, it was US Highway 80 just past Chatham County. So literally, if you're thinking highway-wise, we were one exit away from where this storm occurred. Now, another interesting point, I want to take a look at some video that we caught with our WTOC downtown Skycam. This is 30 minutes, time-lapse, 9 seconds. Can you see
out to John after this? Yes.
How fast the clouds are moving? That's time-lapse. And then we pause it for a second, and we've got a big red circle. It's not your TV or movie tornado, but there is a definite line from the clouds to the ground, and that's where we think the storm touched down. You could see Bay Street in the foreground, and then to the right would be the ports right in Garden City. And it didn't last very long, and then we kind of zoom over to the right where you see a little bit of rotation crossing over Hutchinson Island, but nothing confirmed or nothing reported being damaged over there. But when I drove up to the scene,
come back to Jamie
I'm just
full
going
out
to
of
reference this again
and
because it speaks for itself.
Yeah, live bug, thank
if you're thinking about someone dragging your feet across the floor, this is exactly if a tornado indeed did touch down here.
And camera 1 will get a 3-shot at some point once we get to John full, because John will walk back to the desk.
Can you see the cans are still standing, the aisles are still standing. It's just amazing out here that nobody was seriously injured. Live in Garden City,
out to John.
First Alert meteorologist
Jamie Ertle.
Mike
John, Ray Stinger.
And I'm First Alert Chief Meteorologist John Wetherbee. The after effect of all that now means recovery for a lot of folks in a lot of different places. We'll tilt down a little bit on camera 1.
And what we're going to mic check with Tesia now in Live U1. She'll have a live interview, it looks like.
Continues to push on and out of the way. We've got several more bands of energy to come through, and that may generate a shower or two. Here's when the actual front will come through at 5 o'clock in the morning, Friday morning.
Tejas is good, thank you.
Unless you're down by the Brunswick area, it looks like it's
so John will walk back to camera 1 with a 3-shot, and we'll take some VO for them all 3 to shout about.
Weather day certainly lived up to its name. 71, 70, 68, 67. See the temperatures?
Look at a mic check with Sean now in Live U4.
Rain chances also diminishing. Perhaps a 20% chance of rain first thing in the morning. 59 should be the low. Up to 64, 10 o'clock, 66 by 11, 69
we have no
by
audio
the time
bars
we get
from
to
Live
noon.
U4.
75 should be the afternoon high. Any rain chances likely to be earlier in the day. A little chance later in the day. Look at the wind.
Good. We just got one.
West winds 11,
they just turned 13, on Sean's mic.
16.
I see it now.
That's not taking into account the gusts. I'll do that in a second. Much cooler, too. 75 St. Simons, Jessup at 69, Reedsville 66, 68 at Statesboro, Hinesville 71 for a high, Hilton Head 73, Buford 73, Hampton at 68. We were at 84 for a high today. We're not going to see that at all.
3-shot before video.
And here are the gusty winds.
3-shot before
this
video.
Is what the wind models are suggesting. A 36
John will walk back to the desk. We'll come back to camera 1.
Springfield at 32.
With a 3-shot, and then we'll take video.
And the winds don't settle down that
once we get to video full, John will eventually walk off, and camera 1 will get a 2-shot. I'll be sure to re-cue you.
MS walk coming up on Saturday. That forecast straight ahead. 75 for tomorrow. There's the 20% chance of showers and windy. I could have put windy on Saturday as well. 76 for high. Sunshine Sunday, high of 80. Sunshine 81 Monday. 83 mostly sunny.
Yes, it is, Mark.
87 on Wednesday.
David will be reading B8, so make make sure that David
It's going to be
sees
dry
B8.
for the next couple of days, and while it will be cool
hold it there with a 3-shot
tomorrow,
first, and David's
and cool first thing Saturday morning, it indeed is going to warm up very
come out to
nicely
camera 1
again,
out of
back
this.
into the 80s. Oh, and speaking of the MS Walk, I hope you come and join us at Daffin Park when we all gather 8, 9 o'clock. 10 o'clock is when we start, so from 56 up to 67 degrees. By noon, by the time we're done, 73 should be our temperature. And again, west winds will be up to 18 miles an hour as we go through Saturday morning. But tonight,
flip it over
no
for
worries,
prompter,
a couple more showers and we're
so
done.
that they can see it.
58, 20% chance of lingering showers for Friday with partly cloudy skies. That's going to feel cool. Check that out indeed. Not that 7-day forecast, though, is
Coming out to
dry
camera
the
1.
rest of the way. And that's not too bad at all.
No, it's not. John, undoubtedly the Garden City area, the hardest hit in terms of damage from these storms. Want you to take a look at some of this video. Kind of talk us through what you think may very
camera
well
1,
happen.
get a 2-shot of the 2 anchors.
Lift. Anytime you see debris up in power lines,
I know John's still in the shot, but he will eventually walk out.
Bent over, that's
Camera
often the case there. You can see how the dark clouds have lifted. Those cars, anything that's got a little space underneath
30 seconds left in this video. They should be done talking about it at some point. And once they stop talking, I'll take a soundbite in P3.
For example, that's a classic
We'll come straight out to the soundbite in P3 when they're done talking.
That just dragged itself right across the corner of that storm. There's more debris that's elevated. That elevation is simply a matter of lifting that energy up into the air, and that's what the wind was doing.
P3.
Look at that, how it snapped that power pole there.
Boom.
And also explains that 18-wheeler turning over.
There it is.
P3.
And how ironic it fell right onto its cab, which is kind of interesting. And fortunately, everybody was okay.
That's right. Thank you so much, John.
Sure.
Track 3.
Transformer here, blue. Transformer blue.
Oh, VO tag, don't come out the boxes on camera 1 and live view 1.
Once it picked up, our doors flew open. We tried to grab the doors closed. The wind just knocked this side of the wall down. And the roof went up in the air and everything slammed down.
Mike, the anchors coming out the boxes on camera 1 and live view 1.
On Facebook Live just minutes after the storm tore off
Stay
the
boxes on
roof
camera
of
1 and live view 1.
Advanced Auto Parts store in Garden City.
The worker telling Tesia he was inside when everything happened and witnessed the roof come off. She's joining us now live again from outside of the store. Tesia, a very scary moment for all those men involved today.
Racing here, Mike. Tesia's full. She'll have a live interview.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And Garden City officials
This is all live.
officials, as you can see behind me, still out here tonight. Now I'm joined by Catherine Glassby as well, the public information officer for Chatham County. We talked about some of the storm damage, some of the things. What else happened that maybe people did not know?
There was a structure fire and also a hazmat spill that consisted of diesel fuel and oil from an 18-wheeler. All those issues have been taken care of and been cleared up.
Straight to break.
So there's no concern at this time for those.
Perfect, that's great. And then just lastly, if you're at home, what should people know tonight and going into the morning? Obviously, Highway 80 is still closed in certain sections. What do you want people to know?
Right now, we still have emergency crews out, so that we do have this area closed. We ask people to just stay away from the area, let them do their work. Also, be careful when you're out and about in the morning because there is still debris around. We don't want anybody getting hurt.
Perfect, perfect. Again, Highway 80 still closed certain sections. They're working on restoring power. We will bring you all of the latest updates as soon as we get them. Reporting live in Garden City, Tesia Reed, WTOC News.
Take control. We're on break.
This weekend at American Freight, 2 mattress sets, any size, only $298 complete. Get a twin and a full and a queen. Get a queen and a king, 2 kings, 2 queens, 2 mattress sets.
We've got 2:20 left in this break.
Only $298 complete.
Sean is first. C1, 2, 4, 5. C3 is dead.
Same day delivery this weekend only at American Freight in Savannah at 15,000 Abercorn Street. Look for the big
behind them
American
now.
flag. 232
Keep the radar. Sounds good.
2229.
Chevy is the most awarded car company 3 years
This will just be an on-cam intro, boxes, thing to Sean live.
2017 Motor Trend Car of the Year.
Kelley Blue Book 2016 Best Resale Value.
U.S. News Best Car for the Money. Then Best blah, blah, blah.
Only about 90 more to go.
2017 IIHS Top Safety.
2017 North American Car of the Year.
Live before PFL that, so Alyssa can
below
talk to him.
MSRP on all Malibu LT models. That's $5,200 on this Chevy Malibu. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
He's good.
I love spending time with
90 seconds left in break. Coming out to camera 1 with a 2-shot.
Because there was a time when I wasn't.
Camera 1, we can zoom out just a little bit.
Dr. Poston?
Hey, G.
And tilt down.
You look great.
So don't quite see the banner at the top saying the first alert radar.
A series of scans which showed discharges in the brain that were consistent with an epileptic
Sorry, camera
seizure.
1 can tilt down a little bit so I don't see the first alert radar part
And now
above their
she's
heads.
back with her little buddy.
And Django says thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, that works.
And that's why I choose to practice at St. Joseph's Candler.
Hard-hitting, world-class pro tennis action heads back to Savannah April 29th through May the 7th at the 9th annual St. Joseph's Handler.
There should be a power button on the right-hand side, and there's also like a rocker switch too. So make sure the switch is turned up, and then there's a power button on the top. It's all on the right-hand side. That should turn it on.
Tickets and tournament passes are now available.
Oh, I'm not sure if breaker 3 is turned on. 30 seconds. There should be a breaker. We're getting it.
Savannah celebrates the past and future of
I got you. So breaker 3 turn on, and then make sure that power button on the right-hand side.
Festival, presented by Historic Savannah Foundation, May 5th through the 13th. It begins
15 seconds left in break. Coming out to camera 1
on Friday, May 5th,
with a 2-shot.
And continues with a week full of events to honor Savannah and those who make it a special place. Tickets are on sale now. For more information, go to myhsf.org. Savannah Preservation Festival, brought to you by WTOC.
Stand by, camera 1.
These sponsors.
Stand by, stand by, stand by. And Mike, they're up.
Well, the storm has
coming out the boxes on camera 1 and live before.
Well, some Garden City businesses
Stand by
will be
boxes
closed
on camera
for a
1 and live
long
before.
time as they work to get things back to normal.
Boxes are up,
Joining us
sticking out to
now
live
with
before.
more on the overnight plans for first responders is Sean Evans.
Ray Singer, Mike Sean. Sean's full. We do have a VO and P1.
Well, those businesses with the severe damage absolutely won't be open for a long time. Some with minor damage still doing cleanup tonight. Behind me, you can see power crews still working diligently here along Highway 80 in Garden City. Right now, we're at 3rd Street in Highway 80. They're allowing traffic to actually come down here from the Burnside Boulevard side toward the east end of the scene right now. But they are detouring them here at 3rd Street. And from 3rd all the way to the farmers market, that will be closed down for some time tonight. So if you do have to drive through the area,
we'll figure that out during break, but probably.
But again, power crews out here working. We just saw a convoy of trucks go through, and we are near the area actually, just probably about an hour and a half after the storm came through this afternoon and early evening. I was standing underneath of a transformer when it popped, and sparks flew out from that. So that was definitely a start. But those are the kinds of things that they're working to fix right now, and they will be again into the overnight hours. As we learn more from the pipe crews here on scene, we'll be sure to bring you those updates. Again,
sticking out to Airport Sky came with the anchors reading. It'll be David reading.
Online right now, so you can see where those outages are, how long they're anticipated to be out. And again, more details from our storm coverage all night long on WTOC.com right now. Reporting live in Garden City, Sean Evans, WTOC
Mike, the anchor is Ray Singer.
Real quick, let's take a look now live outside with the WTOC Savannah Hilton Head International Airport Skycam. A few delays or canceled flights earlier this evening because of all that weather. Here's a look now at the arrivals and departure page, if we can bring that up. If you do have a flight tomorrow, either way, a reminder to arrive early and at least call to check the status of your flight before you even leave the house. And this is new video tonight from Telfair Road.
Let me take it.
Are we going to go to that? There we go. From Telfair Road, Chatham County officials. There was a structure fire on 2nd Avenue, a hazmat spill believed to be diesel fuel and oil from that. So you want to remember that these areas are going to be difficult to get through for a while.
It jumped. Go back one more.
Being
below this. I'm sorry, Mark. Other way. Come on, to the break.
Closed captioning is brought to you by America.
No, that was the wrong place. He jumped and then we moved it on you. Just go to D2, Mark.
Dreams and hard work make our community thrive.
River Supply and Island Outboards.
Keep scrolling down, Mark.
Thunderbolt
keep going down like you normally show.
Thunderbolt Motor Sales is your premier Yamaha
that was what was added that he was ad-libbing in this
innovation, outstanding
camera 2 can go over to 10.
And legendary reliability. Yamaha is the best choice of outboard for any boat. At Thunderbolt Motor Sales, we proudly sell and service Yamaha outboard motors and always keep a large inventory with competitive prices. Get to Thunderbolt Motor Sales today and get out on the water this season.
Got 2:30 left in break.
Mark your calendar. At 10 a.m. Saturday, May 6th, Rooms To Go is kicking off their amazing spring clearance sale. For 5 days only, Rooms To Go is clearing out inventory to make room for new furniture on the way. That means clearance pricing that's hard to resist. We're lowering prices store-wide, including hundreds of clearance items. Plus, get amazing interest-free financing.
Yeah, we can hear you.
So circle the date. Remember the time. Shop the Rooms To Go spring clearance sale starting Saturday at 10 a.m.
2 minutes left in break. Singing out to Ken.
And that means
means the weather's getting warmer, the flowers are blooming, and Kennedy's Precision Air Conditioning.
Dawn does have a tease at the very end of the block, which will not be on camera.
Right now at Kennedy's, purchase a qualifying air conditioning system and receive 0% interest for 60 months, or call about our $89 spring tune-up special. Our NATE certified technician will clean, tune, and test your system.
90 seconds left in break.
You're ready for the hot days of summer.
Well, the sports open out to 10.
Kennedy's Precision
You can
Air
change it.
Conditioning.
Well, I don't think there's any. Well, I mean, I guess you can
Trauma
change it.
comes in many forms.
Don't worry about it.
Workplace injuries,
Nope, don't worry about
even
it.
violent crime. The truth is, trauma can happen to anyone at any time. That's why Memorial Health stands ready with highly skilled physicians, surgeons, and other medical professionals who are available 24/7 to provide the highest level of trauma care for patients not only in Savannah,
1 minute
but for
left in
all
break.
28 counties in Southeast.
Well, sports open out to Ken on camera
Life is
2.
on the line. It matters where you go. Learn more at memorialhealth.com.
Hey friends, it's Paula.
Ken has only got one VO,
and
and then it's back to break.
Positively Paula. I've got friends and family dropping by, and even a celebrity.
Ken is actually not tossing a break. We're tossing to
I have some special
Live
guests
U1
that are
TV. It's
actually
on reading. I'm sorry.
cooking for me. So follow me into the kitchen each week for a little good family fun on
30 seconds left in break. Well, the sports open out to Ken.
Saturday nights at 7:30 on WTOC. Severe weather can strike at any time without warning. WTOC's weather app is here to alert you first with new lightning alerts. Now you'll know if
15
lightning
seconds,
strikes
so the
within
sports
a
open up to
5-mile
Ken.
radius of your exact location. Stay ahead of severe weather and keep your family out of harm's way.
10 seconds.
Download the WTOC weather app with new lightning alerts.
5 seconds.
Search WTOC
Stand by.
in the App Store or Google Play.
Roy open.
The
Stand by Ken on camera
WTOC
2.
Sports Desk is sponsored by
Mike
the
Ken.
Robert Trent Jones Golf
He's up.
Trail.
Hello again, everyone.
Oh,
I want you to
VMP1?
Keep in mind that video you just saw of that overturned tractor trailer on Telfair Road, as the weather had a huge impact on the playoff schedule. Some of our teams opted to play a day early yesterday, and at least one game today, the lightning detector proved to be a valuable
VMP1 is
tool.
up.
Savannah Christian head coach
We'll come
Paul
back to Ken on
Carter,
camera
he's a
2.
two-time
Then we'll have a
Hall of
tease
Fame
and
coach.
Live
He
U1
chose
with
not
Don
to
reading.
start his ace against North Cobb Christian, fearing the game
Coming
would
out to
get
Ken on
called,
camera
the
2 out of
pitch
this.
count would still go against his pitcher. Now, Jared Brown did a great job early on here with a strikeout, but North Cobb would take a 3-2 lead in the 5th inning with a double to right center field.
Don does have a tease
That
read
is
and
when
Live
the
U1
game
after
went
this.
to a lightning delay at 5:10. Fans were
Coming
told
out
to
to Ken
seek
on camera
shelter.
2.
Then 15 minutes later, the
Thank for
winds
the
and the
music
rains
on.
came. The
Stand
game was
by
called
Ken on
off.
camera
They
2.
will start all over again tomorrow with Carter still having his ace fresh. Now,
He's full.
as an
Music, thank
indication
you.
as to how serious
Coming
the
out to
weather
Live
got at
U1
that
for
game,
tease music
less
with
than a mile away,
Don
probably
reading.
about a half a mile is where the
You have a
winds
stinger or
were so
anything?
strong that it turned
Okay,
over
we'll
that
sting out to
tractor
Live
trailer.
U1 with
That
Don reading and
happening
tease music.
around 5:45.
Or you stinger or tease music, Mike Don.
Well, here's
Live U1 is
another
full.
live look at the damage at the
Going
advanced
straight to break out of
auto
this.
parts in Garden City. The store completely destroyed during tonight's storms. More after the break.
Stand by break.
What's ahead for tonight and tomorrow?
Phil Mike, start the break.
The old saying goes, there is strength in numbers. We have almost
All right,
400
camera 2
lawyers
can kind of
and
get a bump, and
1,600
camera
people
1
on staff
is good
here
with
at
go
Morgan
ahead and
Morgan.
getting a
But at the
3
core,
shot.
this is a family business.
Or 4 shot, I'm sorry, yeah, 4
Our
shot.
family watching out for your family.
35 even is the out time. We've got 2 minutes left in break.
7 days a week, even on a Saturday or Sunday.
We'll sting directly
If
after
you ever
Live
have a
U1
problem,
again with the
call our
anchors
mom.
reading.
She'll fix it.
Morgan & Morgan, for the people and your family.
No, we're going to take another
It's time to take a road trip.
Alabama's got 100 road trips, and some of the best are outdoors, like a trip to Lake Gunnersville. First stop on the Alabama Bass Trail. Catch anything? Nice. Or head to the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail.
90 seconds left in break.
holes
Gotcha.
of golf heaven. What's the time say? Best public golf on the planet. Alabama's got 100 road trips. Plan yours at alabama.travel.
Which one you gonna take?
That is the right place, Mark.
Your little girl's
Minute
all
15
grown
left
up,
in break.
Married.
Camera 1 will tilt
with
down so we don't see the red over
You and
the
missus
monitor
decide
wall.
it's time to downsize, but you still have a bedroom full of her extra stuff. You can't just get rid of our childhood belongings. You want to save them for the grandkids, of course. So what do
There
you
you
do?
go, that looks good there,
You
thank
visit
you.
Stop and Store Storage. Check out our
And depending on where John ends up, we may have to tilt up a little bit, but that's the shot I'm looking for on camera 1. 45 seconds left in break. Sticking out to live U1 with the anchors reading.
Visit stopandstorestorage.com, call us, or stop by any of our
Is
convenient
your copyright in
locations.
D or A?
Mark your calendar.
Thank you.
At 10 a.m. Saturday, May 6th, Rooms to Go is kicking off their amazing spring clearance sale. For 5 days only, Rooms to Go is
30
clearing out
seconds.
inventory to make room for new furniture on the way. That means clearance
Singing out to
pricing
live
that's
you on
hard
with the
to
anchors reading.
resist. We're lowering prices store-wide, including hundreds of clearance items. Plus, get amazing interest-free financing. So circle the date. Remember the time. Shop the Rooms to Go spring clearance sale starting Saturday
15
at
seconds
10
left in
a.m.
break.
This weekend,
Ken
we're
and
doing
John
it
can go ahead and
for
step
Dawn.
in.
A look ahead at the events to remember our friend
10
Don
seconds left in
Madonna.
break.
Plus, the rain showers are ending. How does the
1 minute left in
weekend
show.
look? Have a look at that Friday
Camera
morning
1 shot
with
is still
your first
good.
alert forecast.
Also, we'll have a check of
Stand
your
by.
Friday morning drive times. When you wake up, watch us.
Racing Mike the anchors. Live U1 is full.
Taking another live look for you of the scene there in Garden
We'll come out to
City.
camera
The
1 out of
walls
this.
torn off by
With all 4 of
Advanced
them in
Auto
there.
Parts in Garden City. We've shown you this damage all day long, pretty much.
So what's next? There's a lot of cleaning up to do. First responders will be out all night. You can
Coming out
see
to
one of the
camera 1.
officers there from Garden City patrolling the area.
30
to make
seconds
sure
left in
that there
show.
is
Coming out to
no
camera 1.
looting. Gotta say thank you, John. You and
they're
your
up.
team did a fantastic job today.
I'm so glad the WTOC Storm Chaser
Come out
happened
to TV
to make
on
its
full.
debut. How appropriate, how fortunate for us. Take a look at our first alert radar. There's still some showers that we're watching from Sylvania up
15,
into
you bring in some
Barnwell
music?
County. That's part of a broader area. And to the left side of the screen, that's the
10,
shower activity we
9,
may see overnight
8,
tonight, but you'll be fine.
7, 6,
Thanks so much
5,
for joining us. We appreciate
4,
you trusting us
3,
through this weather.
2, 1. Kill mics. And we're out. Good show, everyone.